welcome Jay Leno.
Hi, you guys. Hi, everybody. How you doing? Good to see you all. Thanks for coming today. Let me bring with me the gentleman. His name is years ago we won Le Mans. I want you to build a car and win it your first time out, and you did it, didn't you?
We did it.
You did do it. You did do it. But you were obviously it's a team effort, but you were the guy behind it. It was your head on the block.
Yeah, so to speak.
Yeah. And you're also behind the Marquis.
I was part of the team on the Marquis as well. Yes, I was.
Which is now outselling just a standard Mustang, even, isn't it?
Yeah, we are sold out on the Marquis, and we're looking to bring production up even more.
Okay, but tell them what we're doing today, because this is really cool.
Well, let's get Mike Spagnoli out here from SEMA. Mike, want to join us on stage? All right. So, Jay, we got something really, really special. You want to tell them what we're doing here?
So we got this nice little 69 Ford Mustang that belonged to a guy that we decided to help him restore it through you. Jay, thank you so much for introducing us to...
Well, every time we try and find a kid who had a car, you know, he always wanted, and we helped him restore it.
Yep.
And the fact that he happens to have 4 Grammys and plays concerts and is purely coincidental, but he's a terrific car guy, just a great guy. He works with our troops, does a lot of wonderful work. Keith Urban! Keith, come on, Urban! Let's hear it. Now this is a great story. I want all you wives to listen to this story because his wife bought him this car. Well, explain, go ahead.
You got time.
Hi SEMA, how are you guys doing?
Yeah!
I also want to say it's great to see everybody back in the flesh this year too, instead of online, so very nice to be back. So my wife bought me this car for our 2nd year anniversary. We've been married 15 years. 2nd year anniversary. I saw it online. It's great. It's not a purebred, it's a Mustang. It was a sort of 69 Mustang put on a Lincoln chassis or something. I didn't know all this. I just liked the look of the car. She bought it for me. I didn't know. We were driving to Starbucks one morning and she said, we just need to pick something up in the barn. It's a very Nashville thing, right? But we have a big barn. We stop the car. She goes, can you just run down? I need to grab something out of there. I go down, open the doors, and there's this black Mustang with a bow around it, which I thought only happened to other people. You know, I've never seen a bow on a car before. So that was how I got given the car. I put it in a music video that we did. And then it was time to get it restored. And I got it to somebody who had it for about 6 years, 7 years almost. And I think made it worse and worse and worse until I met you, Jay. And then I got to meet these guys, Mike, and of course Dave right here. And the Ford team took it on from there. And they literally said to me, when they saw the car, they said, do you really want us to work on this actual car, or can we just start again?
It was pretty rough.
That's how bad it was.
Yeah. So I actually came to Nashville to look at the car, and I opened the door and it fell on my foot. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Wow. I went to Nashville, looked at the car,
It's a keeper.
and there were vice grips holding it together. The front bumper was held on with vice grips. I mean, we can't tell you how bad this was.
But anyway, and the color you chose, tell us about the color.
So the color was, I wanted it to be black with some other color underneath it, but not metallic. And they set to work on that. Pete Santini and his crew got to work on piecing this thing together that turned out to have a deep blue underneath it. So it's black, but it's blue. It depends on the light. Yeah.
No, it's black and blue. It's
black and blue. Yes.
you roughed it up.
Yeah, we roughed it up.
Yes, exactly.
Actually, this is the actual paint. It looks like that wrap.
Yeah, this is it.
The trick is to make the paint look as if it's just hanging off the car like a cover.
Yeah.
And that's the actual color. And you're going to see this car for the very first time.
So I've never seen, I've seen computer renderings of it as we started the project.
Right.
Cryptic photos underneath and of various parts. But I've never seen the car.
We teased it with brake rotors, we teased it with a few of the pieces, but you didn't get to see the car.
Are we ready to unveil it?
I think we should.
Just out of here, now, Jay.
You got something to pull the silk?
All right. Good.
Wow.
It's in a little different condition, Keith.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, Pete Santini paint job, PPG paints.
Boy, I like what they've done with it. They've really smoothed out the lines.
Yeah, absolutely they did.
kind of turning from blue to purple to black, depending on the angle.
Yeah, depending on the light, because I saw a photo from it outside, a little piece of it outside, and it was like jet black, so it's amazing in the light how blue it gets.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
So, Keith, we're packing a lot of heat under the hood. Should we show everybody what's under the hood?
Yeah, for sure.
So we started with the legendary 5.0 liter Mustang motor. We bolted on a Roush supercharger to it. We put some long tube headers on it. So Keith, we haven't dynoed this yet, but we are fully expecting that it's going to go well over 700 horsepower.
Goodness.
We made it all that power to a 10-speed automatic transmission.
Yep.
That's amazing to me that a 10-speed in a Mustang, it just makes me laugh. I don't know why that seems so hilarious to me. What am I? Oh, I'm at 9 now. Oh, I'm at 10 now. Yeah, it's just unbelievable.
So fitting all that in there, of course, we had to change the suspension, height suspension. Had to get rid of the shock towers, all coil over front suspension, coil over rears with inboard brakes. It's got dynacorn body parts. We had to change a lot of panels out in the body.
Keith lives in a hilly area, so he needs that extra 700 horsepower to get over the
big wheelwood brakes. So a lot of our partners are here today. Thank you all the partners for working.
Yeah, thank you to the partners. And then we worked with our Ford design team. Keith wanted to keep a classic look, Keith, but we talked about modernizing a little bit. We had a lot of inspiration from the 2021 Mach 1 Mustang. And so you'll see the elements on the front grille, and that's a 3D printed grille, by the way, very unique to this car. You can see that the wheels here will resemble what you see on the Mach 1 from the 2021. So that was a bit of the inspiration to bring some modern flair to this this classic. Who wants to hear it start up? Let's do it!
You got it, Dave? We also tucked the bumpers, cut and pie shaped the bumpers so they would fit in better, tight in the back. All right, let's see if this baby starts.
It's important.
Yeah. What do you think?
sounds good.
I'm assuming that'll work.
Yeah.
What? Oh my gosh, look at this.
Oh, Keith, your next door neighbor called. He said, turn that crap off.
All right.
Amazing.
All right, we're not done. I know we got to keep moving.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Keith,
Oh, one last really cool thing.
One last really
last
cool thing.
So Keith, I heard you like to play guitar a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
And so we worked with the guys at Fender. We worked with the Fender Master Craftsman, and
Not those kind of fenders.
and
Oh my.
Ron Thorne.
What?
Ron Thorne who makes all the master guitars at Fender. We wanted to give you a matching Fender
Goodness.
guitar. So
That's amazing.
Wow, that's great.
So thank you to Fender Guitar. Ron Thorne, you're here somewhere in the crowd. Yeah, there's Ron. All right. And thank you to all the SEMA Garage team, to Luis and
Yeah.
all that gang.
Luis, thank you so much, and Gary Pease, and Wesley Simpkins, I think,
Yeah.
and who else is on this thing? Joe Marino worked hard on this. Of course, Dave and Mike, amazing work.
Yeah.
Just can't thank you enough. And Ford, everybody at Ford, thank you for doing an exceptional job on this. All the vendors, everybody worked so hard on this.
18 months to get this back in the shape.
Incredible.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, thanks, guys. All right.
Keith, congratulations.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you. Goodness.
Pose with the car. They want the guitar in the car. Want a picture?
Oh yeah, of course.
All right.
See what's awesome and it sounds.
It's so cool, man. It is so cool. Mark, tell everybody what we have.
Well, this is a really special day for us. I think everybody knows that Ford Motor Company, we have such a rich history in performance and motorsports. And that goes back to the very beginning. From 1901, when Henry Ford took his car called Sweepstakes,
I want to say goodbye to
he won a
Leno.
race with it, and that ultimately led to the founding of Ford Motor Company in 1903. So it is in our blood. Ford is the only OEM that has won every major race in every major racing series. whether it's Daytona, Le Mans, Indianapolis, Pomona, Monaco, Bathurst, Baja. Ford's been there, we've won those races. And we don't just race to race because it's fun, but we use the resources of our company, the technology, our engineering resources to win those races. But then we learn in those races and we bring all of that learning back to make our products, our road cars, even better for everybody when they buy them from our dealerships. And we have a lot going on in the future too. All the racing series, we've got a lot of new cars coming. NASCAR, we've got a new Mustang and a new F-150 to race in 2022. In the World Rally Championship, we'll have a new Ford Puma hybrid, all new set of rules in that series, and then also a new Mustang coming in Australia supercar. So we have a lot going on. We love going racing.
Well, you're here to tell us about something else very special.
Yeah, we are. Today, we're going to talk about the future of Ford Performance. It's a new chapter. So as a company, Ford Motor Company is investing more than $30 billion by 2025 on new electric vehicles. And that includes our icons, like the F-150 and the Mustang. But it also impacts us here in performance to have that relevant technology. So we need to offer something electric. We want to offer something electric. And especially for custom projects, we have the Illuminator that we announced a couple months ago, a new E-Crate motor. And that is something that is shared with the Mustang Mach-E Performance Edition and something that people can buy that electric motor to put into their own vehicles.
Yeah, that motor, Mark, is the same exact motor that's in the production Mach-E that's sitting right to the right of the Stinger.
Right.
It is. The same Mustang Mach-E, the motor out of that is the same motor that we have here. And we asked ourselves, why are we offering this and what are our customers going to do with it? And we've had so much interest and so many sales of this motor already. But we wanted to imagine what we would do if we were going to do something. So let's take a look at what we came up with.
All right.
Let's show them the truck.
So this is it. This is the F-100 Illuminator concept truck. It's built on a 1978 F-100. It has the most advanced Ford Performance powertrain that we offer. This thing would have absolutely blown minds in 1978. It is built Ford tough.
Now you're looking at if you bought this motor on your own, it'd be what, about $3,900?
$3,900.
$3,900 for essentially 500 horsepower.
That motor, 281 horsepower. Yep. Combined, this truck has that Illuminator motor in the front. It has a complete Mach-E GT Performance Edition powertrain underneath it. So it's got the rear. So it's got 480 horsepower, over 600 foot-pounds of torque.
And you know, for people who are skeptical about electric cars, this is going to save our gas engine cars. Because if you want to have cars like this, you need to drive something like this during the week. You know, there's no reason to sit on the 405 freeway in an internal combustion car going 20 miles an hour with 700 horsepower. So use your electric car during the week. Then on the weekends you take your Mustang or whatever it is you have out and you have fun and you enjoy it. And I think that's the real future of it, you know. The car was the savior of the American horse. There are more horses in America now than in any other time in history, and they're all used for pleasure. And that's what I think classics like this will become. The government won't be cracking down because everybody's driving electric, so overall pollution goes down. So there's a little more leeway for vehicles like this. So it's actually a really good thing. And the fact you can't buy that kind of horsepower for $3,900. I mean, that might get you an intake manifold and a couple of carburetors, but that's about it. You know, and that's the really fun thing about it. And it's a lot easier to convert to electric than it is to make bell housings and hook up with electronic transmission and every other kind of thing.
So it's really exciting. I mean, I really welcome it, you know. It's like a new kind of music. There's country western, there's rap, there's rock and roll, but it's all music. And this here is all music. Some of it doesn't make any noise, and some of it makes a lot of noise, you know. It's
Opposite ends of the spectrum.
right. Yeah.
So we are so excited. We've got offerings still for gasoline engines. We're going to have those for time to come. But what we can do with electric, with performance. And Jay, you've driven a Mach-E GT, and I think you know what that performance is. Just
The Mach-E is amazing, yeah.
when we put you in this with that kind of power.
And what is this weigh?
Ooh, I don't know that answer right now, Jay, to be honest with you.
Two guys can lift it up. It's easy enough.
Oh, for
yeah.
sure.
That's what I mean.
Oh, it says right there.
Oh, 205. There you go.
That's why we have the sign.
Thank you.
205
What
pounds.
else you want to know about it? I got all kind of facts right here.
So Jay, take a look inside. Take a look inside this truck.
Yeah, take a look
because
inside.
We've done more. So it's a Mach-E GT Performance Edition powertrain outside. I don't know if it's... There you go.
Oh, very nice. Look at
But it's also got the Mach-E, the Sync 4 screen. So you've got all the navigation and access to it. It's got a Mach-E steering wheel, Mach-E seat. So it's modern underneath, it's modern inside. Great truck to drive.
You know, when they introduced the Mach-E, I remember a lot of car guys, you know, car guys, they like progress, they don't like change, you know what I mean? And when it's an electric Mustang, idiot, you get jerked. But it's rear-wheel drive, it's faster, uses less energy. I mean, it's actually quite smart because people know what the Mustang name means. They know it means performance and fun and sportiness, and now you have that in a non-polluting electric vehicle.
Yeah, Jay, I always tell everybody, you know, if you haven't been behind the wheel of an electric vehicle, put your butt in the seat, and you're gonna have one heck of a ride. So you gotta go out there, guys. Everybody here loves performance. You get instantaneous torque. It's everything that we all want. Go ahead and drive one. You're gonna fall in love with it. All right, folks, that's all we got for you today. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Thanks, you guys. See you later.